In this episode, we're going to take a look at how Hasbro deals with Fortnite. So, stick around. Dorks and Dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name's Rob, and in this episode we will be unboxing, playing with, and reviewing the Midas Rex figure from the new Fortnite line produced by Hasbro. Now, Hasbro has picked up the rights for the 6-inch Fortnite figures, while Jazzwares will still produce the 4-inch and 2-inch lines. Now, I'm really excited about Hasbro getting these sized figures because I think, well, I'm hoping that these are produced the same way that the Star Wars and G.I. Joe 6-inch figures are, and if that's the case, there might be some great customizing options with these figures. Now, I picked up Midas Rex first because I noticed him in the stores about a month ago, and he disappeared pretty quickly. So when I saw him again, I picked him up. Now there's a couple more that I would like to get, but I'll pick them up over time. Now, I enjoyed the Jazzwares 4-inch figures and their 6-inch figures. Now, I only have a couple of their 6-inch figures, and I have a few of the 4-inch figures. And to be honest, I did a video a couple of summers ago where I created awesome G.I. Joe backstories for some of the 4-inch figures to kind of include them into the OG G.I. Joe mythos, at least in my toy universe. A lot of people hated that, and I think it's just because I was trying to, integrate the big evil Fortnite with their beloved G.I. Joe, and, it is what it is. But I have to say, personally, I just love toys, and I have ever since, I was a child till now. And I think a lot of that came from, I didn't have the opportunity to put all of my allegiance into one toy line. I mean, we were poor growing up, and I was lucky enough to get anything, and a lot of those toys came from the clearance aisle, came from sales, and like I said, I was just happy to get any toy, and I had to create my own universe for all these toys because I had a little bit of everything, and like I said, I didn't have the privilege of just putting it all into one toy line. So I think a lot of people got bent out of shape that I, like I said, the evil Fortnite that I tampered with, G.I. Joe. But that's my own toy universe, and I enjoy it. And I include those 4-inch figures of Fortnite into my G.I. Joe universe. So, sorry not sorry, as the kids say. Anyway, Midas Rex. As I'm creating my own toy universe, I think he would make a great addition to Cobra. I mean, from what I can see here, he looks cybernetic, he has armor, an awesome alternate head, a sword. I mean, I think he'd be pretty cool in Cobra. And like I said, I mean, these figures, if they're produced the same way, might offer a lot of cool customizing for people that are great at that. I want to be great at that, but I suck. But anyway, little thing about Fortnite, I used to play the game, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't any good at it. My kids, who are 7 and 9, are much better at it than me, and they're getting victory royales left and right, while me, at 45, have yet to get one. Big goose egg there. So, I don't play the game, but I respect the character designs and the toys, and yeah, you can like the toys without playing the game. So everybody, just enjoy toys, have a good time. Anyway, enough of that. Without further ado, let's take a look at what Midas Rex has to offer. Okay, here we go. Midas Rex, the Fortnite Victory Royale series. And I've heard talk of it that Hasbro was going to be adopting a more plastic-free packaging, and I think this might be some of that rolling out, because we have a very small window with great artwork on the side. I love the Fortnite artwork style. Cartoony, yet very cool. And we have the accessories here on a really interesting angle on the side. So we see that it comes with an alternate head, a cape, and a sword. I mean, that's pretty cool. So look at the back. We get the character with those said accessories on the side. And like I said, just looking at this dude, I think he would be a great addition to Cobra. I mean, if I was good at sculpting, which I hope to attempt sooner or later. I got the clay and all that jive. But anyway, I think you could whip this dude into like a Serpentor-like character. I mean, give him the big fin on the back, maybe use this helmet, or try to create a, Serpentor snake helmet. I mean, that's just me. Like I said, that's my Toy Universe way of thinking. So the artwork continued on this side. So let's dive in and take a look at this guy. Like I said, I hope he is constructed the same way, and that's just something that you can just pop the head off and maybe add it to another character or what have you. Now, one of the things I see, one of these days I'll have to remember to have a knife here. One of the things I see with the package artwork here is he has 6 shooters on the side. Now, I don't see it included in the accessories, but I wonder if they're just molded onto the character or they're actually playable. So that's something I'm really interested in seeing. Oh, sorry about this. Always fumble with the tape. Look around here, see if I have anything that I can improvise a knife with. There we go. Now, with it being less plastic, maybe it won't be so loud. Oh wow, he's really in there. Do I have to pop open this too? Nope, let's do that. Maybe I should have done that from the beginning and saved the whole tape debacle. Now, again, less plastic. Look at this. So this is the alternate skull head. Look at that. You can actually see the eyeball in there. Sorry for my dirty nails. God, I apologize. But that's really cool. That's great sculpting. So far, so good. Looks like it's the same type of ball joint for the neck, for the head to be attached. Pretty neat. And maybe this is something, I mean, I'm hoping to try my hand at it, but maybe this is something that you could paint in a Cobra blue. Sorry, let me focus that. Or a red. Maybe he could be a Crimson Guard leader or something. Paint him in different shades of red or something. So, open this. And this is neat. This is like a little treat each time. Oh, here's the sword. Very cool. Kind of like a techno fantasy-esque sword. I dig it. So we'll put that here next to the helmet. Oh, and the last thing, I would assume this is his cape. Very rigid.
I was hoping it would have a little bit more play in it, but it's very rigid. Cool, like, I don't know, this kind of gives me vibes of like Warhammer 40k. Like the Chaos emblem there. So we'll set that down with the other gear. And we still have plastic in the form of these stupid zip tie things. Not zip tie, but whatever you want to call them. Well, they are easier than some. Oh, sorry there, Midas Rex. Now, I'll have to ask my son who this character is, because I honestly have no idea. I just think he looks cool. And like I said, he seems to have some really neat features that would tie into Cobra in my universe. So these pop out. That's kind of neat. Get package trash out of here. So, a little stiff, but it seems to offer the same flexibility that we see in the other Hasbro 6-inch figures. I mean, definitely a more unique style. I mean, because some of the G.I. Joe figures have... Oh my god, they come out. Look, he has like a snub-nosed 38. Doesn't really fit the aesthetic. Like I said, I'll have to ask my son what this character is all about. Another 38. Pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm surprised they didn't include that on the accessories on the side. I forget what I was talking about. The full... Oh, that G.I. Joe, I mean, the figures are indeed all different, but if you look hard enough, you can see how they've reused different parts, you know, mostly Duke's, like knee pads and ankle pad or shin guards and things like that. But with these Fortnite, I mean, they all seem to be pretty darn personalized. I mean, they got one dude that I really like. I don't know if he would fit in my G.I. Joe universe per se, but he's like a living plant, kind of like Groot, but a lot cuter. And that's totally, you know, unique to that character. That's something they can't use again. Noticing he has a hole here in his chest. I don't know what that's about. But let's check out how he holds his accessories. Now, the one thing about the Jazzwares 6-inch, they had articulated fingers, which is a blessing and a curse. One is that everything fits, but also everything can slip out as well, because they get a little loosey-goosey over time. So that looks pretty cool. But this head, I mean, it's okay. I might use it in the future. I have an idea for it. But this is what I'm talking about. This skull head. This is what I think just screams Cobra. Now, of course, it's a pain in the butt getting it on. Let me move the camera down so you can view my struggle here. Oh, sorry. There we go. Now that right there is a cool looking figure. These things seem to pop out very easily, but they're very easy to go back in, so no harm, no foul there. I like the gold paint. That's very slick. I am so super psyched about the pistols. So let's put his cape on here. That's about as snug as it'll go. Very neat looking. And like I said, I mean, if I was more confident in my crafting prowess, I would maybe paint this guy red, give him a Cobra symbol somewhere around here, you know, like a Crimson Guardsman. Like he could be a Crimson Guardsman leader. I mean, that would be pretty cool. That looks like he just decapitated this dude. So, I mean, without getting too deep into the articulation and everything, I believe this is pretty much a perfect match to G.I. Joe. And I have limited experience, but the black line of Star Wars, I mean, I only have one Star Wars black figure. I mean, technically two, but one is still in the package to be unboxed at a later date, and you'll see why when we get closer to that date. But I think he would look great up on the shelf next to my other Cobras, classified figures. I mean, maybe I give him a machine gun that he fits a little bit better with the group. Now that'd be cool if they had a scabbard somewhere for his sword. That would have been a nice addition. But yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with it. Let me grab a Joe figure and a 6-inch Jazzwares Fortnite figure, and we'll compare them super quick. Oh, stand up. Stand. Okay, they're right here, so... Oh, Pirate knocked him down. So this is what I was saying that is a bummer about the articulated fingers. Like, it holds, but only so much. And this character's, I mean, it's kind of unfair because he has a hook for a hand and he has a peg leg. Whoa, sorry about that. And he's definitely shorter. Now, I don't know if this character is taller, we'll see in a second, or the Jazzwares weren't really 6 inches. Maybe that was just me assuming. So we will grab Snake Eyes as usual. He's sitting right here. Now he definitely seems just a hair taller than Snake Eyes here. But all in all, oh, stand up, dude. There we go. But all in all, I mean, they're both the same scale. I just always assumed these were 6 inches. Maybe it's just this character. The other figure I had was from McFarlane, and those are 7-inch figures. So, Yeah, the Fortnite brand has been kind of scattered all around with everybody doing something a little bit different. But it's really cool to get them into the Hasbro scale of things. And like I said, I think like this character is a great addition to Cobra. Anyway, enough of that. Back to me.
Back to me. That is a really nice figure, and I am completely shocked at the size difference between the Hasbro 6-inch and the Jazzwares 6-inch. I guess the Hasbros didn't deserve that because it is 6 inches, but the Jazzware 6-inch. But that's on me. I didn't play with my pirate guy that I got with my G.I. Joes or my Boba Fett figure, so I didn't really compare the sizes. I just assumed, and he's sitting on the shelf there next to Skeletor of all things, so you got the skull-faced wizard Skeletor with the skull-faced pirate of whatever that dude's name is. I'm not really well versed in Fortnite, but like I said, I really respect their character designs and their toys. I respect all toys for the most part. Anyway, that's talk for another day. But yeah, I have, Midas Rex with my other Joe figures up here, and he blends in, albeit he's a little bit more shiny and gaudy and sci-fi looking than they are, but that fits with the whole super science, fantasy, science fiction aspect of the original G.I. Joe. I mean, like I said, that's somebody that could stand shoulder to shoulder with Serpentor. So, it's in my toy universe. So, I apologize if I offend any of your G.I. Joe sensibilities with my crazy talk, but I like having fun with my toys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this, or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad, and stay dorky!